Man, this is really good, everybody. We got a special guest. He's the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, and he's brought about a lot of great changes in this city, man. I'm telling you, since he took office. And today, he's joining us to talk about his plan to strengthen the economy and end child poverty in the U.S. He was just on a panel at Essence Festival on reducing gun violence. And let's find out more. Please welcome to the show our friend, Mayor Cory Brooker.
Welcome.
Hey.
Mayor, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. It's good to be with you again. I love every year getting a chance to visit with you when you come over to New York and have a straight talk with women and folks in our community in New Jersey. So I just happy to be with you today.
Well, absolutely, man. How things going in the great city of Newark?
We're like most American cities. We've got challenges, but we've got lots of opportunities and having a lot of success. Newark right now is in its biggest economic development boom since the 1950s and 60s, building our first new hotels in 4 years, first new office towers. We're getting our kids into apprenticeship programs, getting families into new housing as we've doubled the rate of affordable housing and expanding our parks. So a lot of good momentum to a city that for a long time has been struggling with neglect and a lot of challenges.
Well, I think a lot of this stuff is coming about, and a lot of this stuff we're hearing for the first time. And I just got to tell you, sir, it's because of a lot of your efforts as the mayor. I just think that has a lot to do with it, sir, and we commend you for really taking on such a daunting challenge.
I really appreciate you saying that, but you and I both know the reality. Change does not happen because of individuals. Change happens because people, communities pull together, whether it's a block association like folks on Shepherd Avenue in Newark who pull together and help drive down crime, whether it's neighborhoods pulling together. I was in the West Ward of our city yesterday, and our West Ward councilman is doing a great job pulling people together to make neighborhoods better or entire cities. Newark is doing better because they're living that African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. My city's pulling together and going far.
He said if you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, you got to go together, baby. That's the Peloton profound, on the Tour de France. You can break out in a breakaway group, but the Peloton, the large group of riders, they break that wind faster. They can travel quicker and longer. Wow, very true. Hey, man, let me ask you. You were on a panel this past weekend down at Essence, and you were focusing on reducing gun violence in our communities. Tell us a little bit how that went.
Well, I thought it was a great panel. There are so many extraordinary mayors in America doing great things. The mayor of Atlanta, who's a great friend, and I consider him a brother, mayor of New Orleans was there. And we were all talking about what we should be doing and could be doing at the local level all the way to the national level. And the point I was trying to make is, and I hear it in my community, we just want to hire more police and put more cops out there. But police are just treating the symptom of a problem, not the depth and the real cause of the problem. And we can't arrest our way out of this problem. We have a real problem in America with mass incarceration, sending more and more people to prison. We have more people in prison today for nonviolent drug offenses than we did all the people in prison in the mid-1970s. So we have a lot of work to do, in my opinion, to change this mass incarceration culture, to make our neighborhoods safer, because arresting more people doesn't mean we get safe. And that means investing in people. Frederick Douglass said it's easier to build strong children than to heal broken men. And we've got to start investing in our kids. And this is why I'm making a big point in my first campaign for a national office. I want to let people know that we need to talk about the things we're not talking about enough. And one of them is child poverty. And child poverty is not just a problem for a poor child. It's a problem for all of America because we all pay more for the failure of that kid. It's just like in education, as you know, that education is expensive, but if you think education is expensive, try ignorance, which has far worse consequences.
That's a cost.
man.
So we're talking about in this campaign issues of investing in our kids, but not just people in the Democratic Party. We've got to start framing issues in a better way. We now are showing with the data that if you make small investments in empowering a kid, you can actually reduce the size of government over the long run. Because when you start working on prenatal care, when you start investing in college savings accounts, when you take at-risk kids, and I say that Newark's not unlike many cities, There's a large percentage of my kids that are born with no prenatal care.
Hey, Mayor, hang on right there, man. I was trying to let you get it all in, but I got to bring you back. Hang on.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, we back with the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, and it's our friend Mayor Cory Brooker. He was talking to us, and I didn't want to let it go because we were talking about his plans to eliminate child poverty in the U.S. And let me go over this again. Mayor Brooker, you there?
Yes, I am, sir.
Tell me again, what do you mean by child poverty? And just briefly outline your solution for that.
Right. Well, first of all, child poverty is a federal designation. It's a certain income, which we actually know is faulty in a lot of ways because the cost of living in the San Francisco area, the New York area, is different than the cost of living in other areas of our country. So some families, like in New Jersey, you need to make more than twice the minimum wage just to make the minimum basic needs of your family. And losing that, child poverty has direct correlations to the success of a child. Children born in poverty have higher health care costs, have lower educational attainment, draw down more on government programs, and are investing in their earliest years actually can produce tremendous results, not just in the success of the children and their productivity, but also save government money in terms of health care and other things. And so what we put forth on CoryBooker.com is just a sensible plan that is actually, if you use a balance sheet analysis, actually going to save government money in the long run by investing in critical interventions in the beginning. And those are everything from nurse-family partnerships, when you have pregnant women who are at risk in their pregnancies. Studies show that having a nurse visit them at home, visit them in the early days after the birth, dramatically drives down the costs of health care for that kid over the long term and empower that family to succeed. Helps college savings accounts, actually, just by kids knowing that there's money put aside, attaching it to things like the earned income tax credit. Just knowing there's an account there increases the attendance of college and actually helps our kids be more successful in the long run. So our plan is really common sense things that have been shown in study after study to make a difference. But the point is, Steve, is we got to do something. We can't just talk about our problems and get caught up in a state of what I call sedentary agitation. We're so upset about what's going on in the world, but we don't get up and do something about it, especially when we have the capacity to make a change in our nation. And the growth of child poverty right now is out of control. Some towns in New Jersey have seen a 100% increase in child poverty since 2007 alone.
Well, listen to me, Mayor. This is what I want to do. As a believer in what you're saying, I want to offer this as a platform to you to reach millions of people whenever you want to get the word out about what it is you're trying to do, how to get the word out on the plan, how to get it jump-started, how to get it in the minds of the community. I am offering you as a format, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, to come on as often as you need to get your viewpoint across. And when I go back and start taping the Steve Harvey Show, sir, I would like to invite you on there to get it on the national level on a more widespread platform.
Great, Steve.
To get this agenda out because I think it's important. And I think America needs to meet you. That's what I
appreciate that.
My man.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No, sincerely. And we're going to meet. I'm serious, man. We're going to talk about this, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Mayor
Cory Brooker, everybody. We're going to be staying in touch with him about this because this is a great issue. This is something we can attach ourselves to and really help facilitate, okay?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.